you guys, how did you do without 1 week of Chatty Natty?
It was a little bit more than a week.
It was like 10 days. It was a solid.
It was 10 days.
It was like 10 days.
You were gone 10 days.
You were gone.
I was not. I was gone a total of 8.
Let's call it 10. We
but
round
5
up. When you're fucking depressed, you round up, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah, baby. Come on.
Wednesday. Wait, we should do, actually, after that, we should do our...
Hey! Oh, yeah.
All right, the three amigos.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we are.
For anybody that doesn't know what that reference is because we are the three amigos. That's
Who was that? That was Steve Martin.
Yep, Martin Short.
Martin Short.
And a black guy.
Oh, my God. What was his name?
God.
Oh, no. Now we need to Google. Yeah, Google it. Surrey? Help us out. Who's the third?
The three amigos. Who were they?
Natalie Marie, Chad
Carlson,
and
Shane Earn.
Wow, box office made $40 million. Steve Martin, Chevy Chase.
Oh, dang! I was like not even close.
Martin Short.
Okay, well there wasn't a black guy.
No, maybe that's. I kind of felt bad at first.
Well, there you have it.
Sorry.
That's what we're referencing because you guys. And the Hopeaholics is the ones that narrowed it down for us and picked the three amigos.
Yeah.
That's what they voted on. But your girl, Chatty Natty, is another reference that now I really like because it was coined in our Recover Out Loud meeting by our amazing Hopeaholics crew.
Who was it? Was it Joel?
I think it might have been Joel.
Yeah, Joel or
Zamzal. No, I think it was Joel.
I feel like it was Joel.
I've coined it and use it and reference it because it's going to be more true, and you guys can testify that it's true.
It is true. It is
yeah.
true. Once you get going,
but,
even during the podcast today, I went like this a few times. I even fucking tried to put my hand up. You saw it.
You can cut
I went
me off.
like this.
God cuts me off.
And I
he
went like this before she started talking, and she saw my finger because we made contact.
Because you were going to say something stupid.
Yeah,
he was going to ruin the moment.
Yeah, he was about to say something about.
You were going to derail the actual topic that was being discussed by you countering it with some nonsense.
No, you don't know that.
Exactly, I do.
No, you don't.
We can barely hear you.
You don't know that.
I do. But Chatty Natty is.
I mean, okay. Let's not derail now. How about now?
Okay,
because he's trying to derail.
Chatty Natty is back in the studio.
Okay, so tell us about your wins.
I know. First of all, you guys, how did you do without 1 week of Chatty Natty?
It was a little bit more than a week.
It was a solid.
It was 10 days.
It was like 10 days.
You were gone 10 days.
You were gone.
I was not. I was gone a total of 8.
Let's call it 10. We
but
round
5
when you're fucking depressed, you round up, okay?
Oh yeah,
we were fine without you.
Oh yeah, you were here. You were here Saturday,
yeah.
and then you guys left Sunday.
Yeah,
so we hung out, but we hung out. Yes, we did.
Oh, that's
bullshit.
Right.
We were at
the Recover Out Loud in Huntington Beach.
I forgot.
But you missed out, dude, because like we left Huntington Beach, and we went to Miguel's Jr. And got some bomb ass fucking food. Wow. They forgot my burrito.
Right.
But it was okay because we didn't need it because me
too
and
much food.
Chad are fatties. And
we actually ended splitting up her burrito.
And it was way better.
It was way better. We would have been fat as.
It felt terrible.
You would have made fun of us because that's how you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
It was good though, man.
It was bomb. But
so your wins.
Okay, so wins since one is. Well, before I left town, so I left for just a week. I only missed a week. We all know this. But anyways, before I left, I thought a massive win was attending the Recover Out Loud together as the three amigos.
Yeah.
Having not only...
Oh!
I like it.
Every time we say it, that's what the movie does. Every time they say it.
You're spot on.
You gotta go.
Well done.
Thank you.
But it was more special because Jonathan was there.
Yeah.
And being able to, he's like our little
see
support.
what we're doing.
Yeah. And he's our biggest #1 fan, I feel like. And is always
let's call him in the top 3.
For sure, because my mom is up there, and so is Penny, and so is Candy. Like all of our family is right there.
G literally shows up on. I think G and
part
Candy.
Of the team, so he doesn't get as.
He doesn't get.
Kudos, right?
Yeah, okay. But I guess I could say that too about Jonathan. But anywho, so that was really cool because we all got to speak, and it's all about sharing our experience, strength, and hope. And shout out to Mike Fiore for putting it on. I got a new sponsee, so I got a new girl
from that day.
That day.
Wow.
And that's really cool.
To me. Huh? No one's ever come up to me.
That's because you don't work a 12-step program.
How about you?
Nobody's going
Does anyone go up to you?
So that was a win for sure because
show off.
Keeps me on the straight and narrow. And then I went back to Texas.
You just got to outdo us all the time.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying.
Chad asked me.
You just got to outdo us all the time.
Shut the fuck up, Shane.
So
go on. Sorry. Go on.
So,
go on.
Okay. So a big one is I was able to attend my first NRA show with Christensen Arms, which is the rifle company that I partnered with this year because I got into hunting, and that's what I use for my elk. Is a 6.5 PRC. It's a beautiful rifle. Bolt action, amazing. And I got to sign my first, like, in that field, hunting space and outdoors space. First cover of my magazine, Hook and Barrel. Shout out to that entire team and Christensen for putting that together because the article inside is something I'm very, very, like, I'm really proud of it because I talk about you guys and the Hopeaholics and this journey because I really do feel like I finally have found my real, like, joy and passion fueled project, and it is really nice because I was searching for a very long time thinking that, like, me just being on TV or doing a movie or film that was gonna fill me with something that I was missing, but it just prolonged, like, the continuous chase of something grander or greater until I walked in the doors July 28th of last year and met you two boneheads. But
how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel incredible. But I just wanted to say one thing about the hunting. It really brings you together as a group. When it really does.
You're the team that you're with when you're at camp. Like is a camaraderie that is.
And then when you kill something, and it's like from the olden days.
It is.
The movies, the ceremonies of hunting and killing.
But it wasn't, and it was weird. Even though I got emotional, it wasn't because I killed an animal.
No.
It's more along the lines of I always want to make sure that I do an ethical kill, of course. I don't want anything to suffer.
100%.
But it's more along the lines of, like, you're doing this together all for the same goal.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Goal is to then provide for your family
100%.
with the most, I think, healthiest form of meat.
Yeah.
And you're doing that together. So you're going through whether it's the terrain of wherever you're hunting at. It's just a really cool experience that I think anybody, regardless of how you feel, or definitely if you eat meat.
I'd like to make a commitment. I'd like to go. I'd like to go one time.
You should.
I'll go with me and Chad. Chad, we'll go one time.
Oh my God, you guys roll.
Hunting?
Yes.
I'm in.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to go hunting.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Oh yeah, so
sorry, I'm not. We're just pressing for time.
Okay, so yes, so the cover of the magazine was awesome. We need to get Natalie on here to share her story because it's pretty cool. Who is put together and owns the magazine as well.
Nice.
I was the second female ever to grace the cover, so that's
huge.
Cool. And then we were able to go to Austin to watch one of Jonathan's friend race at the Circuit of America in COTA, and that was awesome. But the main highlight I think that I want to emphasize, and then I'll be quiet, is something incredible, and that is when people from different cities. I was in a different state. The NRA show was in Dallas, and then we were in Austin, and multiple people came up to Jonathan and myself to talk about the Hopeaholics podcast and how impactful it is in their lives to tune into something and hear whether it's our stories or our nonsense with our weekly wins or just us messing around, to then, hearing other people's testimonies and their experience, strength, and hope gives them either a glimmer to stay the course themselves. But one family in particular in Austin, both of them, husband and wife, the wife was coming up on 7.5 months of sobriety, and then her husband 4 months, and just the joy that they had sharing their triumph in sobriety and how much they lean on our podcast, I think is really incredible. It's actually a little overwhelming, you know? It's like, whoa, this is so much bigger than what I think we really think it is.
Yeah.
Even though we know in our core, like, the mission of how and why this started and originated from, it still is heavy when you meet strangers and realize the impact it has on their lives. You know?
Yeah. I mean, we actually got an email from our admissions department here, and they sent an email because a gentleman called, and because of the podcast, he was able to get sober, and he has been sober for 60 days.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's in us. Even though we warned him before.
Using the podcast.
Very dangerous.
It is dangerous, but it's also like
it's
really cool because what you find here at the podcast is stuff that is healing. Mm-hmm. We have all healed pain, trauma, all kinds of stuff, and you know, that's amazing, and that's a huge win.
Huge. It's really big because then it makes me stop thinking about myself and all whatever chaos that's going through my wild brain, and have like a humbling moment of like, damn,
yeah,
this is actually really feeding other people in a healthy manner and giving them, and that's why I love the name Hopeaholics, because that's what this is. It's you just need a little glimmer of hope,
just a little,
to change,
just a little glimmer,
change wherever you're at.
Yeah. What win did you have?
I'm going to feed off of that. My wins were really more emotional wins, like with the, you know, like I took like at least 10 or 15 calls off the Hopeaholics line this last week.
I will have to give you credit. You are really good on calls and responding to people who need to hear a voice.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Well done,
I
sir.
had like, I'm going to say I had at least 5 men and 3 or 4 ladies crying on the phone to me this week. So grateful that someone from the podcast actually answered the telephone. They were actually shocked. They said, "Are you the guy?" And I said, "Yeah." And even this one guy I talked to this morning, works up north in Alaska, said, "I said, yeah, I'm Shane from the podcast." No, I could recognize your voice.
Yeah,
I knew it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. You know what I mean? So
nice.
Yeah, bro.
That's a win, Shane.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I love it.
And then we had that lady leave that message, that heartfelt message for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you posted that one. That was another win.
Yeah.
Like,
this
dude,
is great stuff.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah, great
loving
stuff.
it.
Yeah,
and it's just like I want to remind everybody, I mean, even just remind the 3 of us that this is so much bigger than us.
Yeah.
And this has nothing to do with us.
No.
Yeah.
And everything to do with God.
Yeah.
You know, that this whole podcast, this whole recovery stuff that we do was all built by God.
Yeah.
And my win, I'm going to tell you guys what my win is I am walking through fear. You know, I am walking through fear with faith, getting to the other side of what used to frighten me. But deep down, I'm going to
You
tell
want
you
it
guys,
bad.
Deep down, you guys, I have always wanted
Yeah.
to be a public speaker.
Yeah.
Like deep down inside, you know, and I'm not a giver-upper. Like, I don't quit. I'm not a quitter.
Yeah.
I don't give up.
Yeah.
I like using the word giver-upper.
You know what you reminded me of just now? This movie. Again, I'm having crazy. Remember the Titans? Right at the end, when the white coach finally said to the guys, "No, you got to be a good ref," and he didn't get the coaching award, and the little girl said, "I'm not gonna lie to you, Dad. I really wanted it bad. I really wanted it bad." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you made me feel like. You really want it bad.
I mean, you know, and here's the thing, though. Again,
Yeah.
I don't want it for me.
Yes, that's what's so special about it.
Like, I want it
Yes.
because I want people to know
Yeah.
that no matter what your fears are,
Yeah.
no matter what your pain and your trauma is, that if you just take that step and do it,
Yeah.
even if you fail, but what if you succeed?
Yeah.
You know?
Imagine.
What if you succeed?
Yeah.
What if your whole life becomes what you've always imagined it to be. What if?
Whoa, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking reel right there. I didn't mean for it to be, but it was. Anyways, that's all we got. That's all the time we have today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
We
See
love
you
you
next
guys.
week.
See
The
you
Three
next
Amigos.
week.
Doot, doot, doot,
Three
doot.
Amigos.